Yes, that's the problem.
I think we could do it if we tried.
Here we go. So Kylie's going to do her first pour, and we're going to use turquoise again, mixed with Floetrol and coconut serum. Yellow green, same thing, Floetrol, coconut serum, just a few drops. Very little red this time, and we don't have to use it at all actually. And the purple, we're going to do a different pour this time. We're going to do a tree ring pour. So you'll learn another pour. It's also a very easy pour. So, and basically with the tree ring pour, use a cup with a spout, and we're going to, what you put in first is what is going to wind up in the middle after. In other words, if I put white in the cup first, this is what I'm getting at the end. Whatever else I add afterwards is going to be on the outer edges. Okay, and we did add some pearl white with white enamel, which makes the cloud cells. Okie dokie. So, what we want first in the cup is what's going to be in the center. So if we want a nice white center, we're going to put a little white in first, right? So you're going to put some white in here. Oh, first we've got to put the cushion. The cushion is this, right? And she mixed that up, right?
Yes.
Okay. Look at how eager she is. Isn't that cute? Isn't that wonderful? It's like she's baking a cake.
I'm so nervous.
So much better. So much better. So much better than... I like that you're excited. Okay, so we're going to just pour into the center about this much. And I'll have you do that. You got the gloves on. Good. Got it? Right into the center. Don't worry, you can't kill this.
I don't know.
It all goes off the side anyway.
Is that too much?
Oh, no, about.
Oh.
Yeah, quite a bit.
All the way around.
Not enough.
There you go. That's going good.
Oh, it's a
Keep
perfect
going.
circle.
Yeah, I'll tell you when to stop. Just keep going. I saw some lumps come out, so we'll have to strain those out or dump them off the sides. That should be perfect. Good girl. I'll take that from you and put that out of the way. And what you're going to do is, see the bubbles?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't do this with Sydney because she didn't have so many bubbles. We're just going to knock them off, see? That's what the torch does. Woohoo, I love the torch. So now you're going to take that and you're going to go round, around. Get it as close to the edges on each part. And then, after you get it close on the edges, you're going to let it go off on each corner. There you go. Don't worry about it dripping off. It's supposed to.
Okay.
I made that a little thinner this time.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking it looked like less.
We added a little more Floetrol, so that's why it's flowing a little bit faster.
Oh.
Let it go off those corners. Atta girl. And the other corner. Good girl. Bring it back as soon as it goes off. And you want that corner where your thumb is. And that thumb. It'll get there. Here it comes. Let it go off. Okay, now the other corner. Good. This is the easy part.
Oh gosh.
Nailing it.
That corner. Just let it come right off. You don't have to shake it. You have to have patience.
Oh my God.
Okay, it'll teach you
Not very
patience. Okay, you can
patient.
put it down.
That one it didn't go off all the way.
Yeah, you put it down about as
Okay.
close to the corners as you can get. And the nice thing about working in a box is you don't have to worry so much about the mess. And give her some paper towels, would you? Yeah, you hand her paper towels, okay? That'll be good.
roll.
It always helps to have someone handing you stuff.
Thank you.
All right, so she's got all four corners covered, and now we do the fun part, which is fill the cup. Remembering what you put in first into the cup comes out last. So if we want a little white of a center, a lighter center, then we're going to put in the white first. So this is the pearly white,
Okay.
and you're going to put it in here.
How much?
I'll tell you when. That's good. Oop, oop. Yeah, that's quite a bit. That's all right. A little less next time. That's all right. There's always a lot of whoopses. And let's do green.
Which one? Oh, that one.
Yeah, let's do that one. We're going to pour it down the side. Perfect. A little more, a little more. Good.
Let it.
Yep. And now some of the other blue. The
Down the side.
turquoise down the side, yeah. Now we're doing it down the side so it comes out like in layers. And I should actually done it by the beak. That's good.
Oh, I
And
dropped it on
that's all right. That's all going to go over the side anyway. That goes all over the side anyway, so don't worry about that.
I did
Purple.
this a lot more than that.
And it all went over, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Good. Very good. And now just a little red. You don't want the red to take over as much. It's a pretty strong red.
Mm-hmm.
Blood of Jesus red.
Mm.
Almost Easter.
Okay, that's good. And let's put the white, a little bit of white again.
Careful.
So what we're putting in now is what's going to be at the outer rim. That's good enough. And the turquoise. So we get some outer rim turquoise. Good. Good. And a little outer rim purple. So you can just layer, some people layer white between every,
Oh.
that's okay. Some people layer, I moved, that wasn't you, that was me.
Okay. Is that
Okay,
good?
that's good. So now we've got these beautiful layers in here. See them?
Look how pretty.
See the pretty layers?
Nailing it.
I love that.
Isn't that pretty?
I love the purple. It's like sparkly.
Now don't fall too in love with it because everything's going to change, right, Sydney? So a tree ring is this way.
Okay.
I'm just going to put this down a second. I'll show you what it looks like. Maple leaf, that's the cup. This is the cup. And it's got the beak on it, right? We're going to aim the beak. Aim everything towards the beak.
Okay.
And we're going to make tiny, we'll hold it about that high and tilt it and let it come out. And this kind of, just like that. Not like that. Just like that. Just a slight hand of circle. And as it pours out, you'll see each layer come out and out and out. Look at the cell it's making, the one she dropped.
I'm done. Looks
That's
good.
it, perfect. Let's keep that
Oh
those
my
3 little
goodness.
cells. You're so easy
It's a
to
nice
please.
one.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
So I demonstrated to you. Slightly, slightly, slightly.
Does it matter
always-
which way, clockwise or?
No,
Okay.
but always the same direction and right in the center.
Okay.
If it's a little off, don't worry about
I'm
it.
scared.
No, those 4-year-olds should be, those 5-year-olds, 10-year-olds should be much more scarier than this.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not doing it right. Am I? Am I doing it right?
A little less.
Oh.
There, let me show you again the motion. Are you normally go counterclockwise?
This is.
Counterclockwise.
Oh.
Go clockwise.
This is
Go,
clockwise.
yeah, go this way. Watch now.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Just
that
like
looks
that,
better.
okay?
All right, I'll try.
Slowly, and start making the circles right away. Keep it low. Keep it low. That's it. Keep it low and keep it dead in the center.
Mhm.
So it's practice, like anything else.
Mine aren't smooth. I don't know how to make it.
Let it keep coming out as a flow. That's it, as a flow. Don't let it stop. That's it, and right in the center. Keep it in the center. Perfect. It's making the spirals. That's what you want. That's why it's called a tree ring pour. It makes spirals like a tree ring.
Mm-hmm.
Now you've got it. See, it took a little practice, but you got it.
They still don't look smooth.
That's all right. Just keep going. Atta girl. And we'll wait till the whole cup empties out. Perfect. See, the more she's doing it, the more she's getting it. Because
It's hard.
when she started, she never did it. So it was a little wacky. But as she's getting the hang of it, they're becoming spirals. Awesome. I love tree ring pours.
That's so pretty.
They're very pretty.
Oh,
I know, it takes a lot of,
My hand is like, I have
takes
to think
strength.
about it.
takes a lot of strength. Keep it consistent. Atta girl. Now you had put a lot of white, so we're going to stop it right there.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're going to have too much white.
Yeah.
So what was in first, the white, is what's coming out last.
Mm.
So because it was a lot of white, that's why I stopped it. Plus, all she has enough paint to really cover that canvas.
Mhm.
So now that you've got that done, we're going to wait a minute because the cells are starting to pop up. See?
Oh.
See, they're starting
It's
to
like a
pop up.
vortex.
They're starting to pop up. Huh?
Said it looks like a vortex in the ocean.
Yeah, they're starting to pop up. Well, a lot of them come out very galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
They come out galactic depending on which colors you use. And to help the cells develop a little, give it a little shot. I showed you how to
Oh,
do that.
boy.
Just quickly.
Go back and forth.
Yep. There you go. You got it.
Is that good?
Look at them cells coming up.
Oh, they are.
Okay, you can stop. Now we'll give it a few moments. You're going to have a lot of nice cloud cells, which is great.
I'm excited.
The cloud cells are the oblong ones like this.
Oh.
And the more you stretch it, the more they stretch.
Mm-hmm.
So we give them up just a few moments to do their thing. They're coming up a little bit more, a little bit more. And it's the same really technique of tilting as I showed her, which is you're going to take your canvas like this, and you're going to just begin to slowly let it extend more and more, but very gradually. And as you're doing that, look at those stretching towards the outside. And you let it come this way a little bit more. Slowly though. Slowly. Until it, see how it's finally it's growing?
Yes.
It's growing to all the, and it's moving uniformly, which means the paint was consistent. If they started jumping over each other, the lines, then the paint wasn't consistent. So I'm going to have you do this gradual turning around, and I'll either tell you to slow down or go faster,
Probably so.
or tilt this way or tilt that way.
Okay. Cool. I don't want it to go over the edge, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
We're going to get it as close to the edges as we can before we start making it go. Also, you see the difference between, we use a little less red this time.
Mm-hmm.
So
It
it's
almost
not,
looks pink.
it's not
I
as
like it.
predominant.
Yeah, I like it.
And so you learn from each pour what color combinations you like more, and what you want to put more of, what you want to put less of, what you want to put more in the beginning of the cup, what you want to put less in the beginning of the cup. Okay. Get up to that corner up
Yeah, I'm
there. We're
trying
going to
to-
start, like, you don't have to shake it, just, it'll go, just, not a shake and bake.
I know. I'm.
Just let it, and that little rocking up back and forth. Well, that's closer to there, so let it go off.
Oh no.
Yeah, we do, we have to let it go off.
Oh, we do. Okay.
Yes, we do.
No.
Just let it go off. It's getting there, just keep it tilted.
Okay.
It won't go off unless you tilt it. A little more. Atta girl, atta girl. And as soon as it gets off, back, quick. Let it come all the way back.
And it didn't quite go off.
That's all right. All right, so while we got it close to this end, we'll do this end. But make sure this doesn't all go off by keeping this this,
Okay.
yeah, lift it a little bit, that's it. Perfect. And you tilt it back and forth like this.
Okay.
So you're easing it slowly, you're rocking it there, see?
Okay.
I want that to go off a little bit more. There you go. and back fast.
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
Sometimes it really helps to do help the person with your hands, with their hands, because they really don't know how to do it. So
Yeah.
they can feel it when I'm doing, oh, that's the way you're supposed to do it. I love this. This is beautiful color. You're pretty close to that, but try not, yeah, by rocking it, you're trying to prevent that from going off, but you're letting it come down. And we don't want that to go off.
Oh.
No, we don't. So let's bring it back. You could always bring it back, see?
Okay.
And then you could re-aim it. Let's save this. So we're just gonna rock it like this, till it gets that corner off. I'll let you continue, and you could turn it if it's easier to do it in this direction.
Oh, yeah.
Whichever direction makes it easier for you. You can turn a little canvas like this very easily. It's getting very oceany.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like seafoam.
Yeah. Yeah, girl, just let it keep going. Get it tilted or else it's not going to go. That's it. Very good. She's getting the idea of the slow tilt. That's good. Perfect. A little more. You could also help it with one finger like that.
In the back. And then this one?
Very pebbly, oceany floor. And there's more cells coming up on the edges, as you can see, because of the motion. When you stir the paint by tilting, that's what happens. And when she doesn't want to move, what I do is just add a little more paint on the edge here. Move your finger a little bit, or she'll get full of paint. Okay, now she should move. Tilt it more, or else it won't go. Sometimes you gotta tilt it quite a bit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, because you tilted a lot of paint off, and that's why it's not moving. Okay, a little more. A little more. A little more. And you can help with the tip of your finger like that. Okay, now bring it back. Perfect. Now let's go to that corner and get rid of that. And that's going to take a real tilt. And see what I meant by a real tilt?
Oh, yeah.
It's also going to stretch this up, which you want. So that's pretty stuff up there. Now it's starting to move. So you can see it slowly starting to finally get over there. And it's stretching this top, which is good. And we got rid of that. We didn't need that purple on the corner. And then you bring it back. Now you could take over.
Oh.
Bring it back.
Do I need to tilt it more?
Just bring it
Oh.
that way. Yeah, you want to bring it back. And bringing it back is making cells come up too. This part here where it's got that little bit left, we could just take a little bit of that green and get rid of it. Or you could even take green from, well, there's not, actually it made the green as we were tilting, so there's not a green made. Okay, and we'll let it go that way just a little bit so that it starts to get conforming. So that got like mauve-y and because the red turned pink from the white, mixing with the white. It mixed with the white.
Yeah.
It's weird how different they
Yeah.
look.
Very, yeah, you don't always get the same thing. And that's what the surprise is about. You can put that flat now. The surprise about pour painting is you don't master it, it masters you. And it's just, there's paper towels if you need them.
Where was the last ones I gave you?
I just put it right here.
I grabbed it.
Oh.
You could use more, don't worry about it.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get
Where was the last one?
these cups towards the end a little bit more so that it's more balanced, more, getting the cups to the end a little bit more. So it's a little bit more on each corner, so it'll be more level,
Okay.
because we want level, right? And then you can take your finger and just run it around like this and get all the heavy stuff off. You can wipe it there, and all the way around. Sometimes I use, boy, everyone's getting furniture today. I use a bigger box for the purpose sometimes of just being able to have a little more room
Yeah.
to do that. Pretty colors, soft.
Yeah.
Tennessee colors.
Tennessee. Love it.
Tennessee colors.
I think I got it.
Okay, so we're going to torch it again.
Okay.
Yeah, it's ready. You just, and it'll go. And it's pretty firm. Perfect. You got it. You ready to blend?
Oh boy.
That's beautiful. I love the softness of it.
Yes.
Now we use almost the same colors as she used, but they're totally different.
Mm-hmm. It looks totally different.
Just by pulling a little bit back on the red, just by pulling a little back on the red, it made it so different. That's good enough, I think. Beautiful.
Yay.
All right, so
Pretty.
by tomorrow, these should be, I'll put the fan on, they should be dry.
All right.
They dry much faster than the enamel paints. So
Awesome.
by the time you go home, you just stick it in your suitcase and you did your first pour. Kind of match
I'm
your,
poured.
you have green eyes?
They're hazel.
They're hazel.
Yeah, perfect. Guess nice.
I don't know. And I love that little bit. I love that little bit pink that is
Yes,
showing.
I like how it went pink.
The
a little
center
bit.
is really pretty,
Purple.
very pretty. I love that little bit of
I
a
like
cluster.
how it's different on this side.
Yeah.
The blue.
Yeah, it's very
Too.
pretty. You did your first pours, girl. Congratulations.
Thank you so much for teaching me.
All right, let me just take. I'll take a close up.
Yes.
I'll take the camera off the stand. Okay, so today we're doing a pour, a regular pour, not a bloom. And we're going to use this little 10 by 10 canvas. And the first thing she's going to do is put a cushion so that when the other paint hits here, it has something to flow into. Just flowing into dry canvas is not good, although some people put the pour in here first and then put the white around it to save some paint. But I find that it's better, a small canvas like this, it's better to just put your cushion, they pull up the cushion. We've stirred this already. A little smell. Right, like that. And just a nice little, kind of thick. Probably should have thinned it out a little. I'm not sure how that's going to affect things. So if we were on a spin table, I would just spin it and it would just go off to the sides. But since we're not, we do it manually like this. Just get it to all corners first and then let it start going off. Make sure there's enough left on there to make a nice smooth surface for everything. I'm just looking at my camera and see what they're seeing. I like it right here, actually. Alright, and you could help it along, because that's all going to be covered anyway. Ta-da, ta-da. I hope I'm using the right paint. I think I'm using the right paint. It's just a little thick. They're thicker than it should be, but I think it'll be okay. So this is the surface that the pour is going to go into. Now I'm going to make up the cup, show her how to make up the cup. And we're going to get a, you want to uncover those, all the plastic? Yeah. Cover them with plastic, and I'll go get a little bigger cup. Oh, I actually have one. Okay. So while she's uncovering those, I'm going to grab a cup over here. Actually, we're going to do a tree ring pour, which is one of the easiest pours, one of the prettiest pours. No, I changed my mind. There's even an easier one. I'm going to do an open cup pour. So you just take a cup like this, regular cup, cut it, and use the flat side, and you're going to put it right there. And as we pour the paint in, it's going to come seeping out the sides. So what's important is the order of what you put in here. Whatever you put in first is going to go over the sides first. I mean, if you just love red, you don't want to put red in first. And we're going to alternate colors. We're going to alternate lights and darks, and probably opposites on the color wheel, because green loves violet, blue loves orange, yellow, orange, yeah, orange, so, and yellow. So that makes for some tension in the pour. So we've got turquoise. I think you can see it. And we've got a green, bright green, yellow green. We've got a pearl white that I've added enamel in to get some cloud cells. They're all made with Floetrol and coconut serum, which helps produce the cells. And this is a purple that is I can't think of the word. Metallic, that's the word. Metallic, the brain, okay. Metallic purple. And this is just a fluid red. Okay. So I would suggest we start with, let's start with the red. And you're going to pour it right into that hole. This is Sydney doing her first pour. And you can put the stick down into that black thing, that black tray. Oh, okay. Perfect. I would say about a quarter's worth. A little more. A little more. Okay. Now into that I would do something as the opposite of it would be like a green or a turquoise.
Okay. Turquoise.
Mm-hmm. After it gets to a point, it'll start seeping out the bottom, and that's what we want it to do. Be a lefty, like my sister. She's lefty. Good. Now let's put some of that pearly white.
Okay.
So we get some cloud cells. It's videoing. That's good. It's also fun for people to look back at the video and see what they did. Okay, that's good. Let's put the purple.
Okay.
Purple.
Mm-hmm.
You need to put the sticks here so you don't have to keep on doing this business with them. Purple. Good. That's good. It's starting to come out the bottom? Yep.
I think
That's okay. That doesn't matter. That'll just slide right over. Green. White green. Okay. What? All right. Okay. Okay. So let's do the white again, just a little bit. It's not my furniture. I wish it was. Someone's getting new furniture. Cool. Okay. And let's do the red again, because we kind of like did it at the beginning and it's gone now.
Okay.
Can't believe it's not coming out the bottom. There's a lot of paint in there, more than we need. So let's end it with the turquoise in the middle. Just about a dime's worth. Perfect. Okay, so it's starting to. It's starting to, see?
Mm-hmm.
Starting to. We can help it a little bit by just helping it to escape. Ooh, it's making cells, that's good.
Yeah.
So this is the magic part for me. Look at those cells. A little blue in the middle with the red outline. Look at these. Oh, they're so pretty. Just let it escape a little bit more. Usually I don't have to make it escape. Could be several reasons for why that's happening. It could be the paint was more solid than liquidy. Oh, that's pretty. And then at some point, because it's not escaping, I'll take it and twirl it till it all escapes. Okay. Now we'll give it a chance to grow a little bit.
Okay.
Because they will, the coconut serum is going to start pushing up the paint to the center. Look at that. That is so cool. So it's, you see how many more cells are coming up as we wait?
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't want it to go off the side, that one yet. You have to let some of it go off the side. You say, well, that is so pretty, let's just keep it like that. You can't. See all that paint there?
Mm-hmm.
If you leave all that paint there, what's going to happen is it's going to crack. Also, as you do this, it stretches them. See, they got bigger?
Yeah.
So the method to stretching them and not losing too many is you pick it up and do very tiny gradual circles and let it go off a little bit at a time and decide what you're willing to let off and what you're not willing to let off. These are gorgeous, this turquoise with the red behind it. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, it is.
So this is her.
Oh my gosh, Sydney! You didn't do that.
No.
Well,
There's no way.
she did do, I
poured
showed
it.
her what to do. And so you're all being videoed, so watch what you say, okay? It's all right. Oh, Sydney, great. That's okay. That was fine. Okay, so now the next part is tilting some of this off, because I was saying that. So Kylie's joined us, and she wants to, you're not on camera, it's just showing this, that you can't be heard. What to do next. We cannot leave all this paint here because it'll crack. So as much as we love what's happening here, we have to tilt some of it off the sides. And you control that by going like this, real slow. You let it reach the corners. And as you tilt, it also stirs up the cells. It'll make more cells by doing this too. I'm not crazy about this corner, so I'd let that go off and bring it right back again. Then you would come a little bit this way. And I'm just kind of like easing it down by rocking it back and forth. By rocking it back and forth. I'm not allowing that to go off yet until I get to this tip. It could also help the tip so that it doesn't have to lose so much, and then go right back again. When you do this, it stretches them too. Let's see what we're seeing in the camera. Yeah. Okay, so as we're going up, whatever corner I'm closest to, I'm going to let that go off. I'm going to just rock it back and forth. Try not to let everything go off. And as soon as it's off, bring it fast back. Okay. So I'm going to have you try that corner. Oh, well, this corner's closer. So you can turn it too, by the way. if that's easier to work this way and grabbing it this way and going this way back and forth, head towards that corner. Just do your best.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes a lot of practice, it does. Okay, come this way more, like by lifting that. That's it, that's now that way. As soon as it gets over that corner, don't lose all these wonderful lacing, I call that lacing. And you can go like this with one finger, and now bring it back, all the way back. As back far as you can. It'll make that grow again, see?
Yeah.
You can recapture that lacing, which is so pretty. And while it's headed there, let's just let it go off there. And you can turn this around if you want to, this whole thing, if it's easier for you. Okay, bring it back. And that's how you go off the corners.
Okay.
So now we look at the composition, which is balance of the whole design. You got a lot of white here, got a lot of red here, you got a nice combination of colors here. This grew, which is great. This is a little boring.
Mm-hmm.
So to make this grow a little bit, you just go to this corner, start letting it go. This is growing, see? See how that's growing? As we head for that corner, but we don't want this to go off. So it's a balance of this and this. And you do that. Can you see?
Yeah.
Kind of hard when it's backwards. You can face it towards you if you want to. That makes it easier. There you go. Yes. Let it go this way a little bit too. Good. Now let that corner come by lifting that end. Perfect. So we get rid of this boring area. Let it go that way a little bit. So this grows a little bit more. All right, you want to leave some of that red so it balances out that red. Okay. So now we got a little too much white, so I'm going to bring it back like this. Let that shrink back a little. While you've got this much paint on here and it's this wet, it'll keep moving. It'll keep moving quite a bit. Okay. And it'll keep making cells even the next 10 minutes. These have just popped up. That wasn't there before. And we're also going to torch it. And the torching does two things. It breaks bubbles, burst bubbles, and it'll bring up more cells. So you actually have to be careful how much you torch because you could bring up more cells than you want to. Like in this area, there's probably enough cells. So I probably wouldn't do a lot of torching there. Now the rules with the torching is it's a flame, it's a fire. So you don't want to keep it ever still in one place. The motion is like this. Never like this. The motion is like this. You're just bursting bubbles, and you're not this close. You're about that far. Okay, otherwise you'll burn the canvas. Okay, and you could start a fire. I've never started a fire. And I talked to my chef Betsy, because the first time I got a tour, I was afraid to use it, and I thought she's the one I need to talk to because she uses it all the time at her job. So she said, "Oh, don't worry about it. You just got." Just watch this, and this, and this, and she gave me the courage to try it, and then it was a piece of cake. So as you can see, some more cells are coming up as we have to make a decision. You know, we want to make a decision what we want to grow, what we want to shrink back, what we want to have more of, because at this point you can do that. I'd hate to lose that turquoise, so we probably wouldn't want to go that way. The red balances out this red, so I don't want to lose that entirely. The lacing is pretty, but it's a lot of white. So, what, you like it?
I like the white. I feel like
What do you
it's
think?
something different, but it's up to you.
Yeah, let's
Obviously.
see what she wants to do.
Decision.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
I think I like the white. It's like a good contrast on a color.
Okay, all right. So let's
something to look at.
Yeah.
torch it then. And at the end of the painting, we're going to go like this and get all this extra gunk off, so that when it dries with just a not this oldest paint hanging on the bottom there. So we would go all the way around, all the way around, all the way around, all the way around. And then I lift it and go into the cups too. And then we would move the box. And then in a day or so, I take it off the cups, otherwise it'll stick onto the cups. And move it to, like, there's a little cookie sheet under there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it would sit on there instead of on the cups. But that's in a day or so, because it'll be dry in about a day or so, depending on the humidity and everything. But first we're going to torch it, so I'll show you the torching. Turn it on. So you can see, there's a flame. That flame is coming out about to here, even if you can't see it, because it's fully loaded, so it'll be just like this. Just like that. Try it out.
Should I wipe?
Yeah, there's paper towels. So what it's doing is busting bubbles. It'll also be increasing the size. It already did. See, the veins are coming up stronger, getting across, and it's going to make a lot more cells grow. So if you have a lot of cells, so I'm not sure if you want more cells, but I think it's just a fast go over would be good. Just to kill any bubbles. Kill any bubbles. Also get the feel of the gun. There you go. Fast, fast, fast. That's perfect, perfect, perfect height. Just keep it moving and you're safe. Don't go near the edges of the box or any of this paper.
Okay.
Just stay on the canvas, in other
Leave it
words.
to me to start your first fire.
Go with it a little bit more. You want to bring those veins out a little bit more. Perfect. Now hold it up. Yeah, perfect. That shuts off automatically when you stop pressing. So this will keep doing its thing for a few minutes. So I want you to go around the edges like I was doing with your finger, like this. And you're going to lift it a little and get around that cup too. See all that stuff under there, and then just wipe it on the edge here. Whoa! Yeah, perfect. You just do that. That's going to be your job. Then we're going to start Kylie on one.
Oh, boy. It's not going to look as good as that. That's so good.
She helps a lot. You can get
Yeah, you'll be able to do it. Right, Sydney?
Yeah.
I'm not creative. You're really creative, though.
I'm not good with paint.
Video. And you two stand together, and I'll take a video of the two of you. So this was Kylie's. It's got very nice, soft seafoam colors. And there they are. The two new artists. Oh, cute. And here's Sydney's down here. Oh, yeah, I can get it. Perfect. Oh, beautiful. And we used the same colors, guys, but they came out different because we just cut back on the red a little.